It has been recently announced that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will be in Martin Scorsese's next film, one of his next films, alongside Leonardo DiCaprio. That's right, everyone, The Rock is officially going serious. This won't be the first film in his quote-unquote serious filmography, as he does have a Safdie Brothers film, one half of the Safdie brother film coming up, and it begs the question of why is he doing this now? Why is he at this point in his career where he's finally starting to explore some of these dramatic roles? Is there a reason? And I think there is. So The Rock, as we all know, is this big action star. Even if you don't like him, that is something that no one can debate. His prime film audience is like those action family comedies. That's kind of like his bread and butter, you know, his like, you know, creme de la creme, creamed corn. But as all actors do, and actors only, they start to get older, they start to age, and eventually some of those action roles, a little more difficult, a little more tough to do, tough to manage. Those backflips aren't flipping the way they used to. And that's why we see some action heroes start to age out. You still have people who are a part of action franchises, but their load starts to lighten. They start to take on that, like, let me watch from the shadows kind of role. I think that Samuel L. Jackson is a really good example there. Yeah, he was never like the action star that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was, but he's still in action films, and he still is. He's just not doing Mace Windu stuff. He's doing more like, you know, like I said, let me chill in the back kind of stuff while all the young guys fight. And Dwayne Johnson, I think, is starting to get to that point in his career where it's like this big, you know, buff macho guy. I think he's seeing the finish line when it comes to that. I'm sure he's still gonna pump out a few of those movies. I'm sure he's still going to be in those movies, but like I said, taking a smaller role in terms of the action, because his physique, I don't want to say anything about, you know, natty or not, but that's hard to maintain regardless as you get older. And I do think this is the right move for his career, to start to be like, okay, dude, in this second act of my career, I'm really gonna have to act. I'm gonna have to act my ass off, dude. If he stands a chance of continuing to be relevant past his action star days, he's going to have to really show off some acting chops, some chops that can get him jobs in the future after his action is done. And luckily, he has two really good starts, because the Safdie brothers, I forget which Safdie brother is directing that movie, and Scorsese, phenomenal people to kick off this next chapter of his career, especially acting alongside some other really good actors, a Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, just off the top of my head. Good actors make other actors better, and I think that that's going to help him in that situation. So then the next question is he talented enough to pull off this transition? That's a little more difficult to answer. On a surface level, I think he's a solid actor. He's not this phenomenal, you know, I'm putting him up there like Timmy was saying the other day, I'm trying to be one of the greats. As far as acting goes, I wouldn't say he's up there as one of the greats, but if we're talking about like personal branding and, you know, selling movies, he's one of the best right now. But there also shouldn't be pressure for him to immediately, you know, jump from action to drama and be as good as some of those actors, because a lot of those actors are still getting better. People who are in that drama realm, it took them a while to get as good as they are. I'm not convinced season 2 Bob Odenkirk that he could pull off the acting that we see at the end of Better Call Saul. It took him time to get better, and he got way better. Not that he's bad, but by the end, he's pulling off some of the best performances in both shows. So it's good he's starting. I'm not sure if he'll be good right out the gate, but I'm looking forward to seeing him attempt it, because me, for one, I am a fan of artistic people just pushing the limits, pushing their own limits in general. And I don't think The Rock's necessarily done that throughout the last, you know, 10 years of his career. I think he has been kind of complacent, which is like, fine, make your bag, but as in terms of the artistry of it all, I think it's time for him to start pushing himself. And I'm excited to see that, because regardless of, you know, if you like him, if the movie's good, if he's going to be good, I look forward to seeing him try. I'm looking forward to seeing him attempt that challenge. And I have to give him some props, because, you know, some actors won't even try to do that. They'll kind of just, you know, they'll kind of just fall off the rails until you never hear about them anymore. We'll see, dude. It's pretty interesting. I'm curious to see what happens for both of these films. Let me know what you think. Do you think The Rock is going to pull off this turn to drama? You think he's gonna win an Oscar for his dramatic acting? We'll see. You never say never. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. That's the video. Hit subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.